What's good, good people? Soul Brother number one coming back at you from the top of the chocolate Milky Way, here to reclaim the pyramids. And this afternoon, we're going to be taking a look at McFarlane's DC Multiverse, Dr. Fate. Now, first off, let me tell you right off the bat, Dr. Fate is one of my favorite characters from a long time back. So I'm glad that we finally got a comic accurate Dr. Fate from Uncle Todd. But with that said, there's a couple of things with this package that I take issue with, and we're going to get into that before we get into this review. The first thing right off the bat, glaring issue, as you can see, I don't know, right here, says Justice League of America. Dr. Fate was never in the Justice League of America. This is the Silver Age Justice League of America logo. Dr. Fate was never in that. Dr. Fate is a Golden Age character. And as we all know, Golden Age is pretty much the, well, in comics, Golden Age took place from 1938 to 1956. Dr. Fate came out in More Fun Comics number 55 in 1940. Later on within DC Universe, the characters that came out during the Golden Age were said to be on an alternate Earth called Earth 2. And that's where Dr. Fate was, a Golden Age character. He's a Golden Age character. He was in the Justice Society of America. Here's that issue right here. Justice Society. That was the first Justice Society was All-Star Comics number 3. And he's a card-carrying member of the Justice Society of America. Now, Dr. Fate didn't even get over, well, before Crisis on Infinite Earths, the Justice Society and the Justice League of America, which is Earth 1, they had a couple of crossovers, and this was during the Silver Age, and they would interact. But Dr. Fate didn't even become a permanent resident of Earth 1 until after Crisis on Infinite Earths. And that was 1985-86, when the DC Universe merged all their universes into one Earth. And in 1987, he became a member of the Justice League, right here, which is different than the Justice League of America. This Justice League went on to become Justice League International. And by that time, he wasn't even in it no more. But this was the first time that the Dr. Fate was ever in a group called the Justice League. And it wasn't Justice League of America. It was just the Justice League. Now, as I said, like I said, he's a Golden Age character. Golden Age took place from 1938 to 1956. And this Justice League, this takes place in the modern age, which is roughly 1985 to the present. Silver Age, you have 1956 to 1970. Bronze Age, 1970 to 85. But so, yeah, Dr. Fate came out 1940, clearly in the Golden Age. Justice Society of America, clearly Golden Age. He was never in this Justice League of America with this logo. This is the Silver Age Justice League of America logo. He was still on Earth 2 at that time when this logo was being used. Also, DC the Silver Age on the side. Dr. Fate is not a Silver Age character. He's a Golden Age character. Don't know how that slipped past whoever it slipped past. But other than that, that's like the main problem I have with this box. Other than that, it's cool. Now we're going to get into the figure and see what they're working with. Oh, let you see the back though. Got a nice artwork of Dr. Fate on the back. But we're going to get into the figure, get him out of his plastic prison, and as always, see what they're working with. Okay, now that we have Kent Nelson out of his plastic prison, we're going to check out the accessories. As always with Uncle Todd's figures, well, being that this is a digital, he comes with this digital card. There's supposed to be a code under there where you scratch it off and redeem it at the website. I've never used it, don't know what it does, but it's a card. It's in there. whatever. Comes with a card of the character. Same artwork is on the back. And then you have a write-up on the back of the card. Give you a little insight on the character if you don't know much about them. And it comes with a stand. And being that it's a digital stand, it's not just going to be the plain matte black. It's going to have the McFarlane logo and McFarlane Toys digital on it. And that's it with the accessories, which is a problem we'll get to, well, as of now. Being that this is Dr. Fate, he should have came with, if you're familiar at all with the character, when he casts his spells or does the energy blast, energy ankh appears a lot of the times. Should have came with one of those, maybe some blast effects, translucent yellow blast effects. That would have been nice. And some casting hands, one or two. But other than that, still happy with the figure. But it could have came with those accessories because it's Dr. Fate. Now getting on to the figure. Take a look at the figure. This is pretty much a comic accurate Dr. Fate from the golden age all the way up until the modern age is when you start seeing slight variations in the costume. But from the silver age up until the modern age, this is basically what he looked like. When he first came out, I think he had some little yellow or gold shoulder guards right here. Those went away eventually. And then sometimes the trunks would come up into the torso in the comics. But sometimes they were like this. Like when he first came out, they were like this. Then gradually it kind of came up into the mid-torso. But this is cool. This is close enough look right here. And I like the way the yellow and that blue, something about that yellow and that blue just pops out for me. But getting into the figure, you get 360 on the head, and it would have been cool. You know what else would have been cool? If they made the helmet of Naboo come off. That would have been that hot fire. That would have been hot fire. But other than that, it's cool. Nice rendition of the helmet of Naboo. And, you know, you can look in there and see his eyes. I don't know. He can look up that far. Won't be able to look down too far because the helmet hits the collar right there. So he looked down about that far. You get the T-pose. Generous T-pose. He has the butterfly joints. They go back about that far. And let's see how far. They don't come in that far. To me, I don't know why you're going to do a butterfly if you don't have them coming across the chest. But it's there. You got the bicep cut. The double jointed pinned elbows. That ball peg that McFarlane Toys wrists are on. And this hand is on it goes in and out. Has the diaphragm cut right here where you can see. Allows him to go forward about that far, not too far. And as you can see, he goes back with that diaphragm cut a lot further than he goes forward. Does have waist swivel. Probably could get 360 on that. The legs can kick out 90, but you see how to make the diaper bunch up almost 90. He gets the Van Damme. That's about how far he can go on the Van Damme. No thigh cut. Doesn't really bother me. You get the double jointed knees. No boot swivel on here. You got the ankle pivot. Ankle goes down that far. Have toe articulation. Ankle goes up that far. And you have the ankle rocker there. And we also can't leave out the soft goods cape with the wire. I think every figure that has a cape, it needs to be soft good with a wire in it so you can pose it. Get that wind effect blowing any way you want to pose it up. Soft goods cape is always the way to go with the wire in it so you can pose it. Coming down from the so yeah, soft goods cape is the way to go, but you got to have the wire in it too. But like I say, I'm real pleased that we did get a comic accurate Dr. Fate, even if a couple of things on the packaging were wrong. We still got the figure, even though without the blast effects and the whatever. But like I say, something about, you know, that color, that blue and yellow, that just pops. I like that. Yeah, Kent Nelson's been a favorite of mine from a way back. And now we want to get, I got one more Dr. Fate offering from Uncle Todd. We're going to get that and see how it compares with this comic accurate one. And here we have the Dr. Fate from the Black Adam movie, which should have been a lot better than it was, but we'll go into that another day. Maybe not ever, but anyway. One of the great things, a few great things about that movie was Pierce Brosnan's portrayal of Dr. Fate. Now, I dug Dr. Fate in that movie. And as you can see, the differences, the blue is a lot more muted on this Dr. Fate, and it's not yellow. The helmet and stuff is where the yellow is supposed to be is gold, and his cape is that muted blue. And also, the helmet of Naboo doesn't have any eyes. Thought that was an interesting choice to go with, but whatever. But this was a nice figure too. But and it's pretty, you know, nice stand-in. But that comic accurate one, that's the one for me because, you know, I'm old school. I'm from way back. You know, and I would prefer the comic accurate one. Not that I have a problem with this Black Adam Dr. Fate because, you know, like I said in the before, he was one of the few great things about the movie. If, you know, if you can say there was anything great about Black Adam, it would have been Dr. Fate, in my humble opinion. My humble opinion. Now, I may get the, there's at least one more McFarlane Dr. Fate figure. It's from the Injustice game / comics. I may wind up eventually picking that up, but we'll see. Anyway, that concludes my review. McFarlane's DC Multiverse Dr. Fate. Not Silver Age, because he's not a Silver Age character. And remember, funk is its own reward. Y'all be easy.